So you're saying, is there a possibility that this may not be a water heater issue? It's this area here that's clogged?
Yeah, and so this is what I'm thinking. I don't see any water in here, so that means that the water heater isn't leaking. I don't see any water on it. You know?
Okay.
And so this is a condensation line probably to the HVAC system, and this is a condensation line to this, or no, this is the TMP.
What is TMP?
It's for pressure. If it gets too hot in there or there's too much pressure, it'll let the water out through here.
Okay.
And this actually isn't up to code. There has to be a gap between this and this about 2 inches. So I would just cut that.
So it's not to code?
Yeah, so I would cut that for you because right now it's just, it needs to be, there needs to be, it's called an air gap. So there needs to be about 2 inches from this to this copper pipe. Just similar to this. You see how there's a gap between the floor drain
Okay.
and that pipe? Yeah, so let me unclog that for you guys.
And then we'll find out what the problem
And
is.
it's probably gonna be that, you see that condensation running? It's just filling up and filling up.
Yes.
So it just filled that up because it's clogged and now it's going everywhere. But, let me first, I have to unclog that for you guys.
Okay.
So that's I believe 189.
It's a 189 charge?
Yeah.
To unclog it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
because this bottom tray is dry, you're not thinking that this is a water heater problem. This is
No.
actually that problem there.
Yeah, so I'll unclog this first and then I'll check the water, make sure there's hot water.
Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
great. I guess
Yeah.
this is how we're gonna have to go now.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, and is there like the restrooms where I can check the hot water's running and all that?
Yes, the restrooms are this way.
Okay. Oh, right here.
Yes, there's a men and a women's restroom.
Alright, let me first just check this.
Okay.
real quick. Yeah, there's hot water. Yeah, there's hot water. So it looks like it's working.
Okay, so
but
it's
that
just,
water heater does look old.
okay. Well, if it's still working, then,
Just leave it alone.
I would think so, and then,
Yeah.
right now address this clogging issue.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks, Ramon.
Yeah, plus this is a 220 volt
Okay.
electric water heater. So I have I think mine's like a 120.
The one that you brought?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not going to use it, so. But just letting you know, next time, just mention that it's a 220 volt. And I'll take a
Okay.
picture and all that too. 'Cause
Okay.
we might need an electrician because there's a box like that. It's going to be something I wouldn't want to touch.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Couple
you.
photos. I mean, you see that? It's just dripping from the.
Is it supposed to keep dripping like that?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
It's the condensation line for the HVAC.
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
I'm
Okay.
not too familiar with like HVAC systems, but I know, they're supposed to drip.
Okay, so this is now unclogged, and and basically this should alleviate our problem.
Yeah. So it should dry up after this.
Okay,
Mhm.
including the water here.
Yeah, everything should dry up. Yeah.
So, again, just to confirm, none of this water you are saying was caused by the water heater. It was from that because it
from
was.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was clogged. Yeah. Because I don't see anything on. Everything looks dry right here. You know.
Yeah.
And up here too, I would see something.
We noticed it was dry up here, but we just weren't
Yeah.
too clear about the bottom. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is easier than we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, you see all this is dry. I mean, yeah. The water heater is starting to look old, like rusted out. You see that at the bottom? Kind of rusted out. Check the date on it. But... but it'll leak at least. You have a pan here.
So you're saying this is 1999 and
Yeah.
you're suspecting that it will leak soon?
Yeah, well, it'll just either eventually break down at some point. Not sure if it'll leak or if it'll just, just stop working.
Mm-hmm.
But it's old.
Okay. But for now, it seems to be working, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
So right now, the problem was this drain,
Yep.
which you unclogged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll cut this down for you right here.
And what was the reason for cutting that down again? Is because it wasn't to code?
Yeah, so there has to be an air gap, kind of like this. And I don't know if this one, but they have an air gap too. Oh, it's just a pressurized line. Okay. Yeah, just need to cut it.
Out of curiosity, is there a way to turn this off, this water heater?
To turn it off?
Yeah, how do you turn a water heater? How do you turn this water heater off? Do you know?
Just right here. This is the gate valve. Oh, you know what? I don't want to mess with that.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you replace it, I would recommend replacing this one and this one. Because it kind of looks like somebody was trying to turn it off. It looks low, like. Yeah. I don't want to start messing with it and
Okay.
start leaking, but.
Because when we thought it was leaking, we thought maybe we could turn off the water heater.
I think somebody turned it, but the water's still running, so that means that gate valve is no good. So you're gonna, when we replace it, you're gonna have to shut down everything.
What do you mean shut down everything?
Shut down like the entire water system.
For the whole building?
To replace that, to replace this thing, this gate valve.
Okay.
It should only take us like 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And then shut everything down, replace this, and then you can turn it back on again.
Is this to replace the whole water heater or to replace that valve? Are these two separate problems?
Yeah, because this thing's not working. And then, whenever you want to replace this water heater, I would highly suggest to replace that. I mean, right now, I don't even think it's working. So.
And what does this valve do again?
It just shuts off the incoming water. So this is cold water coming in.
Uh-huh.
And this is the hot water going out.
Got it.
Yeah, so.
I see.
Feel it, it's hot. Right here, it's completely cold. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, if this isn't working, then we're going to have to shut everything down, replace it, and then turn the water back on. That way everybody has cold water at least while we replace this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Is that something that needs to be done in the immediate future?
Yeah.
Based on what you see now?
Yeah, whenever you guys plan on replacing this, I would suggest to just do it ASAP before it just stops working or it starts leaking or something like that.
But you brought you didn't bring the correct water heater today, right?
I'll double check it.
Okay.
But yeah, let me go check it real quick.
Okay. No problem.
There's different kinds.
No problem. So you did bring the right one after all.
Yeah. So there's one for like a 120 volt, 220, and then like 440 volt.
So if you were to place the water heater now, and regarding those valves up there, is that something that you're able to do right now as well?
Yeah.
Do you have equipment to do that? And parts?
For 1 inch, yeah, I would have to. I would have to actually run and grab some, just because I don't want to solder. So there's something called a Pro Press that doesn't use a flame to solder that on there. So I would have to go grab some fittings for the Pro Press.
And would that be from where? From
the supply house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would be probably then something that would be able to be done today?
I mean, it'll take me like maybe 30 minutes to grab everything, come back, 45 minutes, but.
Okay, then maybe, so since the immediate problem was this drain, maybe let's leave this as is for now.
Okay.
It seems to be functioning like you said.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can just go from there.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So the tenant, the reason why we even are having this conversation is because the tenant is noticing the water coming through the, you know,
Yeah.
through the grout. So you
Yeah.
think this water is coming from here, right?
Yeah, so I think this is just like a laminate vinyl flooring.
Yes, it is.
So it's pretty easy for the water just to travel right underneath it, you know? Yeah,
Okay, so that's probably where this water is coming from then.
yeah.
Okay. And as a result of that clogged drain.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, just whenever you guys need us to come back, just,
Okay.
I'll make note of that. It has to be pro press because there's a fire sprinkler right there.
Yes.
And if we use a fire, I don't want to, you know, catch that thing. You
Oh,
know.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though the water's going to be off, it's probably connected to a different system.
Okay. So the charge for what you're doing today is 189?
189,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So you're pretty certain that was the problem?
Yeah,
The drain?
yeah.
Okay.
And if you keep seeing water, just give us a call back
Okay.
because it's probably something else too.
Okay. How long do you think that's been going on?
The clog, I don't know. It's hard to say.